Hi, in this video I'm going to briefly show you how to change your Netflix region with a VPN. Now, Netflix is a global company and you can access your Netflix account in any country in the world practically. But it does change. Each country has a different catalogue of films and movies and TV shows. And depending on your physical location, that's the sort of Netflix version you'll see. Now, how can you tell? Well, there's two main sections to a Netflix configuration. Your location, as I say, is important, and also what your language is set. Now, you can set your language into the Manage Profile setting. So mine's set as English because I'm English speaking, and so that will colour what my Netflix catalog looks like, if you like. Okay, so I've got an English version of wherever I happen to be. Now, if you move down, the other way of seeing is you can see in your Netflix catalog, you've got here top 10 films in France today. So this is the French version of Netflix. So it's basically looked at my location, decided I was in France, which I'm actually not, but I'll explain that in a minute, and show me the French version. And if you scroll down, you'll also see another telltale sign, top 10 TV programs in France today. As I say, you can modify, I could set this to a French version of Netflix if you like, by just changing the language there. Okay, so basically I've got French Netflix here. Now, how can I change that? Well, basically it's decided my location based on my IP address. Now, I'm actually using a VPN at the moment. So a VPN is an encrypted tunnel between me and a VPN computer. Let me just minimize this and I'll show you the one I use. I use it for all sorts of things, security and to bypass geo-blocks. I use it a lot to watch BBC iPlayer. Because when I travel, BBC iPlayer is blocked when I'm outside the UK, so I just use a VPN to connect to a UK server. It's called NordVPN. There's a discount link in my description if you want to try it. But it's one of many. It's pretty inexpensive though, and it's very fast, so it's worth checking out. As you can see, the reason I've got French Netflix, I'm connected to France, a France VPN server. I'm not in France, but that's where it thinks I am. So let me now change to, let's go and see one of the best versions of Netflix from pure size, and that's the US. So if I now connect to a United States server, the reason why the United States is worth using is because it has more films and movies than any other version, probably because it's the biggest market. So you've got 350 million odd people there, and so they're obviously going to license more films, more movies, because it makes more money for Netflix. So okay, so I'm not in the US, but let's just go back now, and of course you can see I've got the French version of Netflix here, and now let's just refresh the page, but I've got a US VPN connection now. And I've just refreshed the screen so you can see the front screen has changed. And now you can see it's changed the top 10 films in the US today. And if we go further down, we should get the top 10 TV shows in the quite a long way. It seems to have got a lot bigger because I've switched to the US. There we go, top 10 TV programs in the US today. That's basically the easiest way to detect which version you're watching. So Netflix has looked at my IP address. It hasn't actually seen my IP address, but it's seen the IP address of the VPN server. And now I've got all the US shows. There really are a lot. You can't tell from this front screen, but there are a lot more films and movies on the US one than most other catalogues. The biggest English versions are the US by far. Then the UK, Canada and Australia have got quite a lot. And you'll see, obviously, English versions in all different locales. And if you want a different country, just use the VPN to connect to the French, Spanish, German, whatever you like. it basically gives you a lot more from your Netflix subscription. Remember, you still need a valid Netflix account. That you can't change this. Let me just show you quickly that it streams properly. It's just showing the catalogs. Not always the same, but you can see this is streaming through NordVPN's US server, and hopefully you can see it works perfectly well there. Credits. I'll stop it now because I get a copyright strike on YouTube if I let it stream on. But hopefully you can see that. That's how to change your Netflix region using a VPN. Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye for now.